How much do you make approximately a year?
80,000.
Six figures.
25 at most.
What's your favorite part about living in New York City?
Safety, it's cool.
Easy access to get from point A to point B.
Dogs everywhere. I think that's my favorite. I love dog parks.
Today we're in SoHo guessing rents in New York City. Can you share your name, your age, and where you're from?
My name is Hannah. I am 23 years old and I'm from Brooklyn.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a filmmaker.
Filmmaker?
Yes.
What's your favorite thing about the area you live in New York City?
Dogs everywhere. I think that's my favorite. I love dog parks. And there's also cute little coffee shops and just like little neighborhood things.
What's your worst thing about where you live?
Rats.
Rats.
The rats. They're in my walls. I can hear them doing their little tippy-tappy dance, and I'm on my last nerve right now.
Oh my gosh, it's terrifying. What's the most expensive thing in your house currently?
My clothes.
Clothes, okay.
My choosing my wardrobe.
So you basically shop in this area?
Yes, definitely.
How much do you make approximately a year?
I'm freelance right now, so it really varies.
Yeah, it's
like
all
I
over
can't
the
give
place.
you a number. It's all over the place.
It's all over the place, yeah. That's the freelance life for you. Do you live by yourself or do you have roommates?
I have one roommate.
One roommate. Okay, so I'm gonna try to guess the overall rent. I wanna place it at $2,300 a month.
You are spot on.
Yeah.
You're spot on. We got a really good deal, yeah.
$2,300 a month, awesome. Where can people follow you?
So my TikTok is hannah.qin and my Instagram is hannahqin official.
Awesome. Can you share your name, your age, and where you're from?
Angel, 27, born and raised in North Philadelphia. Just visiting here in New York City for the day.
My name is Eric. I'm 27. I'm born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio, and I live in New York.
What do you guys do for a living?
I'm an optical supervisor, so I just deal with glasses, troubleshooting, anything that has to do with frames, lenses, pretty much deal with me.
I'm a stylist, and I work in the creative industry.
What's your favorite thing about living in New York?
People of New York City are really great. There's a lot of characters here, a lot of character development, and just a lot of instant gratification that you just don't get in other cities.
Absolutely.
Everything happens so fast.
Yeah, things move fast in New York City. What's your favorite thing about visiting New York?
Well, when I used to live here, it was more just the creativity and just everyone just being themselves and just being open and who they are.
Now, what would you say is the worst thing about New York City?
The people.
Also the people.
The rent.
Okay.
A little expensive.
What's the most expensive item in your house?
It would be my camera.
Okay.
I would say might as well have to just be like my MacBook, honestly.
What area do you live in?
I live in Little Italy.
Little Italy. Okay, cool. How much do you make around a year?
Enough.
Enough. Okay. So Little Italy. So let me try to guess what your rent is. I want to say $2,400 a month.
Too high.
$1,300?
Higher.
$1,400?
In the ballpark.
In the ballpark, so $1,400 a month. That's great. That's a great deal in New York City.
Shout out to rent stabilized apartments.
Ooh, rates.
Housing lottery.
Wow. How did you get in there?
Like everybody else, you just go online, apply, you submit your application, and you pray.
Wow. Lucky man, you can't leave now.
No, I've been there for 3 years now.
You're stuck. So he's going to be a 70, 80, 90-year-old man.
Living in the same apartment.
Living in the same apartment, can't leave. Well, he might have multiple apartments, right? So, but he's definitely going to still live there.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Could you share your name, your age, and where you're from?
Steven, 38, and I'm from New York.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a concierge.
What's your favorite part about living in New York City?
Easy access to get from point A to point B.
What's the worst part about New York City?
Train not working properly and the rat infestation.
What's the most expensive item in your house?
My kids and my wife.
What would you say you would change about the area you live in if you could change one thing?
I don't think I would change anything. My neighborhood is pretty solid.
Okay. What area do you live in?
Ridgewood.
Ridgewood, okay. Yeah, I'm really familiar with Ridgewood. How much would you say ballpark you make a year?
Discreet.
Discreet? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to guess how much you pay for rent.
Just go for it.
I want to say $2,100.
I guess so.
Yeah, I think that's about right.
Yeah, just fair enough.
Can you share your name, your age, and where you're from?
I'm Haitian and I'm 26 years old. I'm from Brooklyn.
What do you do for a living?
I'm on an e-commerce business and I work in sales.
What would you say is their favorite thing about where you live?
The quietness, the view.
What would you say is the worst thing about where you live?
Truthfully, I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
What's the most expensive thing in your house?
Couch,
How much would you say you make about a year?
70, 80,000.
Now I'm gonna try to guess how much you pay for rent. I want to say $2,300 a month.
Close.
Close?
2,200.
$2,200. Awesome. I got it. Yeah. Can you share your name, your age, and where are you from?
My name is Javier. I'm 27, and I'm from Rochelle, New York.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a carpenter.
Carpenter. Okay. What's your favorite thing about the area you live in?
The community.
Okay.
Pretty generic answer, but for the most part, where I'm from has a good mix of people, has diversity from culture to races to different forms of income. And that all culminates into a school system that provides an equal opportunity for every resident of New Rochelle.
And what would you say is the worst thing about your area?
Now it's starting to get a little different. There's a lot of development going on in New Rochelle. There's a lot of buildings going up, and they're going up everywhere.
What's the most expensive thing you'd say in your house?
Would a car count?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, car. Approximately how much do you make a year?
Over 6 figures.
Over 6 figures. Okay. So I'm going to try to guess how much you pay for a mortgage right now. I want to ballpark it at 1,500?
It's a little higher than that.
A little higher than that? 2,300?
I'm guessing it's between the latter and what you said now.
Absolutely. So ballpark around 2,000 a month. Yeah, it's pretty typical for that area. Awesome.
Yeah.
Can you share your name, your age, and where you're from?
My name's Terrell. I'm 23 and I'm from Queens.
What do you do for a living?
Right now I'm a student and in grad school.
What's the most favorite thing about where you live currently in New York?
I'm gonna have to give it to the food.
Okay.
The food in New York is kind of unmatched.
What's the least favorite thing about where you live currently?
I'm gonna have to give it to public transportation, but it's also the best as well.
What area do you live in?
I live in Ozone Park.
What's the most expensive thing in your house?
My clothes and my sneakers.
Okay. How much do you make approximately a year?
25 at most.
Do you have a roommate?
I have 2 roommates.
So I'm going to try to guess the overall rent.
Yes, okay.
Total. I want to say that you guys collectively pay about $2,200 a month for rent.
Close, but more.
$2,500?
Just about, yeah.
Just about. Awesome.
Yeah.
Can you share your name, your age, and where you're from?
Ryan, age 36, from New York, yeah.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a nutritionist, health, wellness coach.
Very cool. What area do you live in?
Williamsburg.
Williamsburg. Okay. What's your favorite thing about where you live in New York City?
Safety, it's cool. It's what the Lower East Side was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going back in time a little bit in Williamsburg.
Yeah. Because I was in the Lower East Side and then I made my way over the bridge.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder where you're going to go to next.
It's crazy, yeah.
What do you like least about where you live?
Right, nothing. I love it.
What's the most expensive thing in your house?
Closet. Just like things that are in the closet.
Yeah, just clothes and stuff.
And like,
that.
jewelry and watches.
How much do you make a year approximately?
We'll see like 120, 150.
Okay, so now I'm going to try to guess how much you pay for rent. Williamsburg, do you live alone?
Nope.
So I'm going to try to guess the overall rent that everyone pays collectively. I want to place it at $2,300 a month.
God, I wish it was.
Oh, this is a bigger place here. $3,700?
$3,650.
$3,650. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
It's ridiculous.
My gosh, you got to work just to pay that.
Trust me. It's a tax you pay to live here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's worth it if you make use of it, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Location, location, location.
Location.
If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button and check out this video where we go around guessing more things about New Yorkers. I want to give a shout out to Sean Rizwan for creating the first Guessing Rent in New York City video. I'll link to it in the description section below.